So you're considering a move to Utah, or maybe you're already transitioning into that move to Utah. Maybe you currently live in the state of Utah and you are curious as to what are the best cities to raise a family. Well, in Utah, we have many great cities and many to choose from. Well, in my hands, I have a brand new report that details the best places to raise a family in the state of Utah. And on this video, I'm going to cover the top 10 cities. You're probably wondering, how did they determine what is the best city? And that's a great question. They looked at many factors like the public schools, the higher education rate, the cost of living, that's kind of important, crime and safety. We'd all like to live in a nice, safe neighborhood. The housing, the family amenities, the diversity, and the outdoor activities. If you've got a family, outdoor activities sometimes important. But they also looked at the percentage of households that had children in that particular city. And they also looked at the percentage of residents in that city that were aged between 0 and 17 years old. The key data that you might be looking for is in this report. And make sure you check out the #1 city. It surprised me. It's not a city that is well known or talked about a whole lot. And I do not recall on my channel ever mentioning this particular city. And I'll give you a little hint. It's not Provo, it's not Salt Lake City, it's not Ogden, and it's not St. George. Well, let's get after it right now. And I'm Mike Gallagher. Welcome to the Living in Utah channel, where we talk everything about the state of Utah. Eating, sleeping, drinking, playing, whatever there is. If this is your first time to my channel, you may consider tapping that subscribe button down below and hitting that bell notification. And you'll receive an alert of when I produce a new video. And that's every week. And honestly, we've been helping so many people from all over the world buy or sell real estate right here in the state of Utah. So if I can be of any assistance, give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email. We got your back when moving to the U-State. As we get started, the actual list is provided by an internet research company called niche.com. They produce research for just about every city and state that we have, and they have provided the top 10 list. I had no input into any city that is on the top 10 list. It is purely taken from their actual report. Coming in at number 10 on the list, we have Draper, Utah, a city with approximately 49,000 residents. It's a little bit of a larger city by Utah standards. Where it's located, you're about 20 miles south of Salt Lake City or 20 miles north of Provo. You're kind of right in between, just an ideal location. Draper's always been known for its top-tier schools, the safe neighborhoods, the access to open space, recreational activities, just a great city. Speaking of recreational activities, the Draper Bike Park, a place that I like to visit. It has 2 miles of trails. It also has practice areas, but it gets even better. There is a connection to the Corner Canyon trails, and there's also a connection to the Porter Rockwell paved trails. I think you will find a trail that meets your needs in this location. This city received an A rating in many categories. Public schools, jobs. Of course, it's located right next to Silicon Slopes, which has a lot of high-tech jobs that have moved in over the last few years. Received an A for outdoor activities, for health and fitness, and it was great for families. Kind of checks all those boxes. One astonishing fact that I've always found about Draper, Utah, is it has 42 parks and over 100 miles of trails. 100 miles of trails. I think you will find a location for your outdoor adventure. Coming in at number 9 on the list, we have Nibbly, Utah, city located in Cache County. Now the locals call it Cache Valley. So where is it located? If you were to look at a map, the northeast corner of the state. So Nibbly is about 3 to 4 miles away from Logan, Utah. Logan is a fairly good sized city. If you're looking in relation to, say, Salt Lake City, you're about 83 miles north of downtown Salt Lake City. Nibbly is a small town, only about 7,000 residents. Every time I go to this city, I get that rural country feel, the family community, and I like the fact that I don't see any kind of commercial development. There's no industrial plants, manufacturing plants, just that rural country feel every time I go there. But you are very close to Logan, Utah for all your shopping needs. So if you need to go to Sam's Club, a grocery store, a restaurant, a hospital, it's all right there in Logan. The other thing I like about Nibbly, Utah, when you look at Cache Valley in general, Nibbly is on the southwest portion of Cache Valley. There is a canyon that goes from Brigham City over to Logan. It's the main road going into Logan. If you need to make a trip to, say, Ogden, Utah or Salt Lake City, Utah, Nibbly, Utah is at the start of the canyon. So you do not need to travel all the way through Logan to start your journey. Very, very handy location. Now, this particular city also scored an A rating in many categories. The public schools, the housing, it was great for families, the jobs, the outdoor activities, the health and fitness, just a lot of A's across the board. Coming in at number 8 on the list, we have Farmington, Utah, a city that is located in Davis County. Davis County in general is known for its top-tier schools. Always ranks very high on all the school reports that you will see. It is located approximately 14 miles north of Salt Lake City. Has about 24,000 residents at the current moment. What I like about Farmington also is it's got a brand new shopping center called Station Park. A lot of the latest stores, restaurants, a couple hotels there. Great place to do some shopping. It's also home to the Lagoon Amusement Park. A great place to take the kids. As a matter of fact, you'll find people from all over the state make a trip to Lagoon throughout the summer months. You get people from out of state. I've seen people there from Nevada, Idaho, Wyoming. It's quite a busy place. Farmington is also a great location. If you work at, say, Hill Air Force Base or Salt Lake City, you are real close to work. This particular city received many A's for its public schools, its jobs. It was great for families, the outdoor activities, the commute, the health and fitness, just quite a few A's across the board. Coming in at number 7 on the list, we have a city called Snyderville. This particular city is located in Summit County. If you're familiar with the whole Park City area, Snyderville is right next door. In relationship to Salt Lake City, you're about 30 miles to the east. Now, this is a small town, only about 6,300 residents at the current moment. It received an A in many categories. The public schools, it was great for families, the jobs, the outdoor activities, the commute, the health and fitness, and the nightlife. Most of the nightlife will be in actual Park City. What I like about this particular city, there's a couple things. One of them is you are right next to the Jordanelle State Park, which has just about everything that you might need. If you want to go camping, great spots. Hiking and biking, water sports, take your jet ski, take your boat, maybe just head up there for the day for a picnic. The other nice thing about this city is you're in Summit County, which is one of the top destinations for outdoor activities. The whole county has just about every outdoor activity that you can imagine. Coming in at number 6 on the list, we have North Logan, a city located in Cache County. Very similar to the Nibbly city that's also on the list. Now, North Logan is just north of Logan, Utah, as by the name. North Logan is very close also to the Idaho border. In relationship to Salt Lake City, you're about 85 miles away. About 11,000 residents at the current moment are calling this particular city home. If you need to get some lottery tickets, you are just a short drive across the border to purchase those tickets. In Utah, we do not have any lottery. No Powerball, no Mega Millions, no scratch-off tickets, 0, 0, 0. You have to travel to Idaho or Wyoming to purchase tickets. This particular city received an A in many categories. The public schools, it was great for families, jobs, outdoor activities, and the commute. It is a small town but growing. Logan, Utah is a college town, home to Utah State University. People come from other states for the state of Utah to this magnificent university. There is a lot of outdoor activities in Cache Valley. Whatever your activity is, you'll probably find it here. Hiking, biking, skiing, boating, ride your UTV. It's all right in the neighboring area of Cache Valley. So coming in at number 5 on the list, we have Highland, Utah, a city that is approximately 30 miles south of downtown Salt Lake City. Currently houses about 19,000 residents. Highland is known for its parks and recreation, very similar to Draper, Utah. I think this city is centrally located. If you need to travel to Salt Lake City, it's right up the road. If you need to travel to Provo, it's right to the south. It's also right next to Silicon Slopes. So if you work for any of the tech companies in the area, you are a very short drive to your work location. Now, this city did score A marks for public schools. It was great for families, jobs. Of course, with Silicon Slopes right there, there are plenty of jobs. Outdoor activities and health and fitness. Just a great city all around. Coming in at number 4 on the list, we have Centerville, Utah, city located in Davis County. About 18,000 residents call this city home. It is located just north of Salt Lake City, about 13 miles. It's not a large city, but it does have some large department stores. Stores like Home Depot, Lowe's, Walmart, mom and pop stores, restaurants, all right here in Centerville. I do have a recommendation for this city also. Whether you live in this city or a neighboring city, take a trip to the Freedom Hills Park. It's one of my favorites. They have 2 trailheads, one for hikers and one for equestrian. You're a jogger, it's got a jogging path, has a playground. You can bring the kiddos, have a great time. It also has a pavilion, and you can reserve the pavilion for a birthday party or a family gathering. The fun doesn't end there. They also have a 9-hole disc golf course. Great time. This city received an A rating in many categories. The public schools, the housing, it was great for families, the jobs, outdoor activities, the commute, health and fitness. The city seems to have quite a bit to offer. Coming in at number 3 on the list, we have Providence, Utah, another city located up there in Cache Valley. Once again, you're about 3 to 4 miles away from Logan, Utah. And in relationship to Salt Lake City, you're about 83 miles to the north. It's a small town. About 7,500 residents call this city home. But it's a small town with that great country feel. And this particular city scored an A in many categories. The public schools, the housing. It was great for families, jobs, outdoor activities, health and fitness. In my opinion, this town has that rural feeling without the commercial and industrial areas that you find in some other cities. I also think this is a great city for children's recreation. The city offers many activities: softball, baseball, flag football, kickball, pickleball, soccer, tennis, wiffle ball, and many more. Coming in at number 2 on the list, we have Kaysville, Utah, a city that's located in Davis County. It's approximately 20 miles north of Salt Lake City, Utah, with about 32,000 residents. It received an A in many categories: the public schools, the housing. It was great for families, jobs, outdoor activities, and health and fitness. The awards keep coming though. Niche.com rates Kaysville the number 1 suburb to buy a house. Also, the number 1 suburb to live at in Utah. And the number 2 suburb in Utah with the best public schools. I've always felt Kaysville is very centrally located. If you need to travel to Salt Lake City, it's right down the road. You need to travel to Ogden, it's right north of you. Hill Air Force Base, about 5 to 6 miles away. The ski resorts, you have 2 choices. You can go above Ogden or above Salt Lake City. Both are probably about the same distance as far as time. You have your choice. I've seen Kaysville grow over the years enormously. It has predominantly been neighborhoods on the east side of I-15. But over the last 15 to 20 years, the west side of Kaysville, west of I-15, has been filling up fast, taking up just about every available land that there is. Coming in at number 1 on the list, we have a city called River Heights. It's a city that I have not talked about a whole lot on the channel. And I was actually pleasantly surprised that it ranked number 1 on the list. It's a city that is not very well known when you do a lot of different researches. This particular city is located in Cache County. It only has about 2,200 residents, but it is located right next to Logan, Utah, just squeezed right in there. And you will notice a pattern with the top 10. There are 3 cities: Nibbly, Providence, and River Heights. These 3 cities are all in Cache County, and they are pretty much grouped together in a little circle band. It received many A ratings for the public schools, the housing. It was great for families, the jobs, the outdoor activities, the health and fitness, the commute. The ratings just keep going. One thing that I've always found amazing about this particular city is some of the schools that received an A rating. You have the Spring Creek Middle School, the Providence School, River Heights School, South Cache Middle School. They all received an A rating. And you have Mountain Crest High School, which received a B+ rating. Now this city, it is a small town, but it's very family friendly, low crime, just a great area. And it has some great city parks. Cache Valley in general has amazing outdoor sports and activities. You want to take your boat out, your UTV, your ATV, go hiking, biking, rock climbing, you name it, you can find it right here in Cache Valley. How about some cities that are just outside the top 10? You have Alpine, which is a city that is right next to Highland, which is on the top 10 list. You also have Summit Park, which is right next to Snyderville, another city that's on that top 10 list. But you've also got cities like Wasatch Hollow, Cedar Hills, Fruit Heights, Bountiful. These cities are all next to other cities that are currently on the top 10. Keep a lookout for some of these cities. They may crack the top 10 next year. So in conclusion, that's the top 10 list of some great cities. If you have any kind of questions, by all means, reach out to me. Glad to answer anything that I can. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I hope to see you on one of my live question and answer sessions that I hold right here on YouTube. Until the next video, take care and stay safe.